In support of relief efforts after the destruction wreaked on the island by Tropical Storm Erika, I want to reiterate that Digicel remains committed to supporting the government and the people of Dominica. We've undergone a number of initiatives thus far and have a number to commence over the next few days. We've made excellent progress in restoring our mobile network. We now have 98% of the sites up and running. This has been achieved, as my friend Mr. Baptiste has already said, with the help of many people outside of Dominica, most of which came in on the Friday immediately after Erika on boats and in small aircraft. In terms of the network update, we currently have 46 out of our 47 cellular sites on air, which gives us a 98% network availability. The damage by Tropical Storm Erika has severely undermined our site at Petite Savane, which is the only one that we have been unable to bring back on air. The 46 sites we have brought back on air, we originally had 39 sites off air when the storm had passed through. In terms of our Digicel Play business, effectively the network was completely down on Friday morning. We now have 90 out of our 96 nodes back online. We've made tremendous progress with getting to 94% of the network availability. And in the last 24 hours, we've seen through our modems and set-top boxes, 89% of our customers are back online. Digicel Play TV and Internet service is now live in almost all Dominican communities, and our technical teams are working incredibly hard around the clock to restore services in Coulibistri, Bells, Bagatelle, Dubique, Font-Saint-Jean, and Geneva. I will also now reiterate some of the points that my friend Mr. Baptiste made. Having achieved what we've achieved in terms of rebuilding our networks, we believe that this is only the beginning, this is only the starting point, and we need to work on now the rebuilding and reshaping of Dominica. So we have already shipped in three shipments on boats from St. Lucia to Red Cross. We have distributed over $3,000 in free credit to our customers. We're assisting various governmental departments and groups with handsets and credit to enable them to communicate effectively. We're working over the next 48 hours to try and achieve some hotspots in some of the shelters that don't have access to the internet to give them more communication ability. We have also done a text to donate across 32 countries, so we're collecting money on behalf of the country. We've provided buses and boats for transportation for Red Cross to move supplies in the immediate aftermath. We've supplied equipment into the grammar school, and we will be attending the Dominica Grammar School and the area in Grand Bay where the people have been displaced, and we'll be supplying food and equipment to them. Our staff out of St. Vincent and Grenadines were very quick off the mark. We received the Coast Guard boat came from St. Vincent with supplies from the Digicel team there. Tonight we receive hundreds of blankets and mattresses from St. Lucia, which we'll clear tomorrow when we'll work with the teams out in the ground to work out where that's most effectively used. And I think, again, I would say our challenge now is to rebuild Dominica together. Our challenge is not to lose our camaraderie and our support for each other, and make sure that we rebuild Dominica and make it better than it was to begin with, if that were possible.